Week 17 of the fantasy basketball season. Here's a few centers I look to mind trade for this week. The first center, Zach Edey of the Memphis Grizzlies. So Edey, it's been a decent rookie season. The minutes haven't been major minutes this season, but he's still going out there and he can contribute for fantasy owners and this Grizzly team. On the year, 9.1 points a game, 7.7 boards, 1.2 blocks, and 57% from the field. In the last couple weeks, the scoring and the field goal has gone down. 5 points a game, 7.8 boards, a block, and 47% from the field. So Edey, he's even out there in 36% of fantasy leagues if you just could pick him up off the wire. February 21st, at the Magic, 2.6 boards, 2 blocks, 50% from the field. February 23rd, at the Cavs, 6 points, 9 boards, a steal, a block, 40% from the field. And February 25th versus the Suns, in a crazy 151-148 victory, 8 points, 8 boards, an assist, a block, 75% from the field. So Edey, we know he could give you rebounding, shot blocking, 1.5 to 2 a game he could do, and even a decent field goal at times. But like I said, he's not filling up the box score with huge numbers. So right now, his numbers are middle to lower of the pack type of numbers for Edey. I think he's going to start getting things going after this All-Star break has come to an end, and we see rookies get more into the playbook and get more playing time, where right now he's playing about 20-25 minutes a game at most. In turn, major minutes, I still believe he can help in a few categories, and he's a buy low center this week. The next center, Isaiah Hartenstein of the OKC Thunder. So Hartenstein, it's been an injury-riddled season for the most part this year after getting a nice contract in the offseason, his wrist early in the season, and then some nagging injuries we see here and there. But on the season, he's a double-double guy, 10.9 points a game, 11.9 rebounds, 3.9 assists, 1.1 blocks, and 56% from the field. But like I said, he's missed a lot of ball games this season, and the last couple weeks, the numbers have dropped just a bit. 8.4 points a game, 9.4 boards, 2.6 assists, a block, and 57% from the field. So Hartenstein, if you need rebounding, a decent field goal percentage, and a good passer of the basketball, he can help fantasy owners in that aspect. But he's another guy that's not going to fill it up with some 2020 games or something like that. So I still believe you could get him on a pretty fair deal. February 21st at the Jazz, 8 points, 13 boards, 4 assists, a block, 40% from the field. February 23rd in Minnesota, 12 points, 9 boards, 5 assists, 75% from the field. And February 24th versus the Timberwolves again, 4 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, a block, 25% from the field. So he left that game early. Facial contusion was Isaiah Hartenstein. So Chet Holmgren, he's been back over the last few games, still working his way into major minutes for this Thunder team, where that could definitely take a hit on some of the rebounding stats for Hartenstein. It's not going to be much of a scorer in this offense with SGA, Jalen Williams, obviously, and Holmgren back in the lineup. But rebounding, shot blocking, and field goal percentage, and decent assist numbers at the center position, he can help owners. So with all those factors, I believe you could go out there and you don't got to pay a major price at all to get Hartenstein on your roster this week. And final center I look to buy and trade for is Jusuf Nurkic of the Charlotte Hornets. And Nurkic, he's been decent so far since he landed with the Hornets. And we know Mark Williams, he's always got injuries popping up on and off. And obviously he didn't pass that physical with the Lakers at the trade deadline. On the year for Nurkic, 8.5 points a game, 9.1 boards, 2.3 assists, a steal, and 45% from the field. In the last couple weeks, 8.2 points a game, 8.6 boards, 4.6 assists, 1.4 steals, 1.2 blocks, and 47% from the field. So Nurkic, he can give you a few categories. Obviously a good rebounder. He's going to give you good assists as well at the center position, and even shot blocking, about 1.5 a game he could bring owners. I know field goal and a high scoring amount he's not going to bring, but these other obviously categories he could help and give owners. February 20th at Denver, 9 points, 10 boards, 7 assists, a steal, a block, 36% from the field. February 22nd in Portland, 11 points, 8 boards, 5 assists, a steal, a block, 55% from the field. And February 24th at the Kings, 12 points, 9 boards, 3 assists, 3 steals, a block at 3, 66% from the field. And February 25th, he just didn't play in that game where Mark Williams returned and he was relegated back to the bench, but he didn't get any minutes in that one, surprisingly, was Nurkic. So right now, he sat out that whole game February 25th. I still think Nurkic's going to play. Like I said, with Mark Williams' injuries concerns over the last couple seasons and failing that physical with the Lakers, just one injury, and Nurkic's the starting center once again, and he's going to play upwards of 25-30 minutes a game. But even off a bench role, playing 15-20 minutes a game, he can help fantasy owners. So right now, I would go out there and trade Nurkic, especially with his value down not playing at all in the last game. So that's a few centers I look to buy and trade for week 17 of the fantasy basketball season.